Hello, welcome to PuppyTube, Dark Edition. Indeed, this weekend has been all little Havanese Theo weekend, with a helping Shira kind of adjust to having a new puppy in the house, and us adjusting to that as well. I got up today at 6 in the morning because Theo needed to go outside, so we got up early and came out here. Theo kind of wandered around a bit, and then we went back inside, and I slept until about 8, and then I got up, and Theo went out again. A lot of basically everything punctuates with, and then I went outside with Theo. That's sort of one of those things that happened all the way through the day, and is going to happen for the next little while because little Theo desperately needs to go out basically every other moment to make sure that we'll try to encourage him to go pee outside. It is difficult because we live in a house, but we live on the top level of a house with lots of stairs, and little Theo cannot navigate those stairs on his own, and so we need to, go down. Well, obviously we're going to go down with him because little Theo is definitely at the 100% supervision stage of his existence, and isn't independent like his big sister, who zips about the backyard making sure it's safe from birds and rogue cats. I got a very little bit of Don Quixote read today, though I really enjoyed what I read of it. It's one of these things that you think about with Don Quixote. It's like, are people just making fun of him? He seems to have, there's scenes like in here where Dorothea and Cardenio, they get what they want, and Dorothea kind of thanks Don Quixote for what he's done, because he's helped in a way, not the way he thinks as a gallant knight, but just because of encountering his story, things have gone right. And there's a way that, yes, they're mocking him, but there's another way that she's grateful to him. And, it's kind of beautiful that way. He is kind of a noble, beautiful guy. Really pure of heart. He is sincere. He may be mad, but he's sincerely mad, in the kind of goodest way possible. Get the sense that whoever this guy is underneath Don Quixote, the character, is really an honest, true kind of guy, and that it kind of shines through. It's also kind of interesting that the priest is oftentimes in here is the guy who's orchestrating, managing a fiction to tell Don Quixote, which, it's like, what is religion but another fiction to overlay on top of the world to kind of bring us meaning, bring us comfort, solace, order. There's something in there that you can see why maybe religion would view fiction as a dangerous thing, because it's sort of using story in a way that religious texts use story. Sorry, sure. Yeah, everybody's underfoot. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. I'm really enjoying Trnt, which is is a more straightforward chivalric tale, but one that's really well told and, you know, has exciting battles and stuff like that. I mean, it is unfortunately very much to do with the demonization, the war between Christianity and Muslim cultures, and, you know, are really not interested in showing mercy to anyone who isn't Christian, which is not great. Not great. It's the thing of an other story, and it makes you think of how many of our stories today of like a superhero story is sort of maybe comes from these chivalric things of, like, you know, the knights are the superheroes of that age, and there's that kind of a black and white moral code which justifies everything. So I've been enjoying that. I guess this is my book discussion part of the evening. And what else? Well, other than that, you know, went grocery shopping with Jackie, and I went to the osteopath, and he worked me over. He's really good at finding kind of like all the muscle, everything that's kind of misaligned and tense and knotted in my body. Got some really good ones in my lower back, my hips, and in my neck. And, you know, there's one part of it that makes me think about, you know, the death of my mother, you know, finding her obituary yesterday, you know, thinking to Google it and finding it with that kind of sad picture of her looking sad. And part of that sadness was, is sort of the deterioration of her mind. And just wondering how much kind of grief tells on the body, that it gets incorporated into your muscles. I can feel that. And then there's also the soft, floppy, you know, floppiness of a very young little puppy here. And you know, you can kind of sense that there's none of that there. There's no, which is kind of kind of wonderful. Yes, and Theo went up a couple of stairs there, which is really good. I have her on leash so I can keep him safe. And then he did a couple of stairs at the start, and then we put him on the very top stair here, the very top less one stair, and then he hops up and comes up onto the deck. Yay Theo! And goes skittering across the deck to his big sister to go skittering inside, which is quite wonderful. So that's my entire weekend. Softness and pain in the muscle, emotional and physical. More videos later.